This is my impression of me during about 90% of Gone Girl. Gone Girl was directed by David Fincher, stars Ben Affleck, Rosamund, Pike, and it tells the story without revealing too much because I really do not want to say anything about this plot. It's pretty much a woman disappears. It's kind of the effect of that on her husband, how the media covers it, and them trying to figure out exactly what the hell happened. And I really don't want to say anything else because this movie is amazing. This movie is amazing. Like, this is one of the best. No, this is the best movie I've seen this year. I might take that claim back later, but I've been meditating on it for a few hours now. I can't think of a single problem with this movie. I mean, if you don't want to hear me just praising every aspect of this movie, then you can stop watching the review now because I'm going to literally just go into specific details about why this movie was perfect. David Fincher is one of, if not the best director who is currently putting out movies on a regular basis, and this is really no disappointment. His other movies have been including Fight Club, Seven, The Social Network, three of my all-time favorite movies, and this is, I'm not going to say it's on par with those, but it's almost. It's right there, and that is amazing, but like, I love this movie so much. What really made this movie work is David Fincher's direction, because every single aspect of this technically is brilliant. Just like, every single bit of sound, lighting, every single thing comes together perfectly. The shot compositions, some of them are kind of odd, but they all work fantastically. The soundtrack by Trent Reznor also works great. I loved the score to The Social Network, and this is also very, very good. There are certain scenes that are just punctuated by the absolute perfect soundtrack, two in particular, but I'm not going to say what they are because, like I said, I do not want to reveal anything about this plot because Gillian, I don't know, screenplay for this movie is the best screenplay I've seen in years. It is maybe the most unpredictable movie that I've seen that has come out this decade. It's like, I'm sitting there watching this movie, having absolutely no idea what is coming next. There are several separate scenes in which I was either confused as to the direction or just kind of in awe. I was like, wow, I literally have no idea that this could happen. My imagination could not picture the story going in this direction, and it's fantastic. Because about the first half of the movie, you're kind of guessing at exactly what's going on, and you find out about halfway through about what happened, and then you're like, oh wow, that's amazing, like that's a great twist. And then you realize that the plot hasn't even started yet. Like, it gets crazy. Ben Affleck gives a great performance as Nick Dunn. He was just great because there's a really weird quality he has to have in this, is that he has to be likable and trustworthy, but at the same time unlikable and untrustworthy, and he pulls it off brilliantly because he's kind of juggling with the media, the police, himself, his sister, like all these different things. He's trying to just please everyone, prove that he's innocent, figure out what the hell is happening, and he's fantastic. But the real star of this movie, my God, I was not expecting this. Rosamund Pike, I don't know how to pronounce his name either, was brilliant. She was brilliant. I'm not going to really go into it, but just like between the flashbacks and stuff like that, brilliant. Absolute. I literally can't think of another word than brilliant because that is what this performance is. I don't want to make this like a 6-minute review of me just ranting about every single aspect, but everything in this movie came together perfectly. Flawless screenplay, amazing direction, fantastic acting, cinematography, score, everything that I could think of I loved about this movie. It's 2.5 hours long, and it doesn't feel that way at all. Like, you feel like you're really going through an entire experience. Like, it felt like I've been in the theater for a long time, but not like, ugh. I mean, it never drags. It never drags for a minute. You're just into it. You're trying to figure out what's happening. There are some moments that you are just in awe of what's happening on the screen. Gone Girl is a must-see. I think it's my favorite movie of the year, and I give it, obviously, an A+. Go see Gone Girl, please. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.